Hi, I'm Leon Lovelace, and this is Unstoppable Force. I got a news story for you guys from The Guardian about how farmers and repair technicians are taking on Apple and John Deere. Okay. Kyle Schwarting lives in Ceresco, Nebraska, and he's a 36-year-old farmer. He has a 27-ton case tractor. It's worth about $250,000, but it has an in-cabin alarm that sounds at 10-minute intervals to alert him of a faulty hydraulic collector he never wanted to use. The only way to silence the error message is by using a special diagnostic tool, and only manufacturers and authorized dealers are authorized to use the tool, and they charge hundreds of dollars call out fees to use it. He says if he had the literature and the capability to diagnostic and fix it, he could do it himself. But since John Deere controls that, so they don't allow access to that diagnostic tool, he's not able to fix it himself. And then Kyle is one of the many farmers in the U.S. fighting for the right to repair the equipment. He and others are getting behind Nebraska's fair repair bill, which would require companies to provide consumers and independent repair shops access to service manuals, diagnostic tools, and parts so they aren't limited to a single supplier. They have an unlikely ally. Repair shops for electronic items like iPhones, tablets, and laptops struggle to find official components and information to fix broken devices. This means the bill could benefit not just farmers, but anyone who owns electronic goods. There's also a benefit to the environment, as it would allow for more refurbishment and recycling instead of landfill. Actually, it's a likely ally. They say unlikely, but it's a likely ally because, a lot of times some bills going to affect other companies and other people, not necessarily just one group of people. And repair shops that want to repair iPhones is definitely something that would benefit from that. Nebraska is one of 8 states in the U.S., including Minnesota, New York, Massachusetts, Illinois, Wyoming, Tennessee, Kansas, seeking to pass right to repair legislation. All eyes will be on the Cornhusker state when the bill has its public hearing on March 9th. Because its unicameral legislature, it's the only state to have a single parliamentary chamber, means laws can be enacted swiftly. This bill, officially named LB 67, it may lead to a domino effect through the rest of the U.S., as happened with a similar battle over the right to repair cars. These Nebraska farmers are fighting for all of us. And of course, big agriculture and big tech, including John Deere Apple and AT&T, are lobbying hard against the bill and have sent representatives to the Capitol in Lincoln, Nebraska to spend hours talking to senators, citing safety, security, and intellectual property concerns. So of course the safety is kind of a BS argument, because people do a little bit of tinkering with their equipment or doing their own repairs, it doesn't automatically mean it's going to be unsafe. So of course they're going to argue the safety to try to, get code or coax the legislators to go against them, against the citizens or individuals or the farmers. John Deere has gone as far as to claim that farmers don't own the tractors they pay hundreds of thousands of dollars for, but instead receive a license to operate the vehicle. They like using the license agreements that forbid them from even looking at the software running the tractor or the signals it generates. So I went to the John Deere website to just, price out a piece of equipment and see if the site actually says, when you're trying to buy something online, to say, you're not buying the equipment, you're actually just buying the rights to use it. And it doesn't say that. So maybe if I went to a store and they actually gave me a contract so I could look at it, maybe I should do that. I could actually look and see if, their official documents actually say that. But online, it doesn't say that. So right now, it just seems like it's just bullshit. That they just want to say that right now to try to get the legislators to say, don't let this bill pass at all. And this is crony capitalism, because they're doing this just to make sure they make an extra buck. They're not doing this to benefit those farmers or any of the people that want to fix their equipment. And another issue with this is inconvenience, because It says the state of Nebraska, which covers 77,000 square miles, has just one Apple store. So in that big state, not everybody could go and drive to that Apple store, or has the time to drive to an Apple store to get their phone fixed. Oh, here we go. G. Water, 36, is a former principal horn at the Omaha Symphony Orchestra, who founded a chain of repair shops. He and a team of skilled technicians repair smartphones, mostly iPhones, as well as tablets and laptops. He scoffs at the idea that independent repair shops are somehow unsafe. His staff go through several months of OSHA certified training before they can even touch a customer's phone. And he talks about how he insures those devices so in case they make a mistake, so the customers don't really have to worry about it. Okay, and then not having official diagnostic and disassembly tools make their job difficult, particularly as companies such as HTC design their products to make them tricky to even open without specific proprietary tools. So that's just another way of them trying to do their crony capitalism, try to make it so other parties can't even fix their products. They want you to make sure you go to that company to fix their products. Okay, despite the intense lobbying, farmers and electronic repair shops and state senators remain largely united, framing the issue as one of corporate greed. They see someone trying to share the sandbox, and they don't want anybody else to play in it. In my view, that's not how our country is built. We are all about free enterprise and competition. That's what makes us strong. So like they say there, the companies aren't trying to make sure that they're just providing, good services for individuals. They're trying to make sure they extract the most amount of money out of your pockets by trying to crush their competition, crush it or buy them up, because there's only a few big phone companies that are selling, cell phones that you buy at the store. And it's probably the same for tractors. There's John Deere. There's a few other big corporations that sell you a bunch of lawn and agriculture equipment, and that's it. So, but that's not enough, because these corporations are just money-making machines. So any way they can make another buck, they're going to do it. So if they need to go and lobby and try to corrupt the politicians and give them a bunch of donations so they can push laws so that people can't fix their own equipment that they buy, so on and so forth, make sure they can buy up any competition that they can't crush, they're going to do that, because their interest is to make money, not to make sure you have a good product and that you can make sure that if anything happens, you can go and get it fixed as conveniently as you can. They want to make sure there's a way they can make more money, they're going to do it. That includes making sure you can't fix your own equipment. Try to make sure you can't have any tools to open it up or to make any changes that you need. They're going to do that. So we need to push and make sure we could break up some of their power they have, because they have too much power. If they've been doing this for years and years, trying to make sure that they extract each and every dollar you have. All right, and thanks for watching, and watch one of my next videos.